Hello, everyone. It's another beautiful Saturday. Yeah, Saturday evening. Well done. Welcome from wherever you're watching me from. My name is Funmilola Williams. And don't mind my voice, I'm gonna be alright. I am the lead coach at the Informed and Informed Teens Academy. It is an online academy for teenage girls. By the grace of God, we have a mentorship system and we have a curriculum that will run your girls through to help them transition into profitable profiting adults. So if you have a girl that's between the age of 8 to 18, you want to bring them over to our academy. Like I always say, we're not the ones you're fighting against. Rather we're your parenting partners. We're working together with you to ensure that your girl child especially, is well-rounded, well articulated, and well ready to face life. Because yes, like I like to say, not like I like to say, like the reality on ground, life always happens. All right. So how's it going? Back to school? How's it going at your hand? Hope you've been able to sort yourself. Don't forget what I said the last time I was there. Was that last week? I said that all pressures are man-made. Do what you can. There's no need for pressure. There's no need to overdo. There's no need to put yourself under unnecessary um performing ladder. Don't forget, you're not a gladiator. You're not performing for people to see. You're not performing for people to applaud. You're just doing what you need to do for your girl child. So if it is the old school bag that you have that your daughter has and you're able to afford, please wash it. If it is the old lunchbox, I was asking my daughter, "This is your lunchbox. Do you not think that we need to change it?" She said, "Mommy, I will gladly carry it. I'm telling you." So all pressures are man-made. All pressures are man-made. They are resuming school, and I'm sure you're wondering, why am I having friendship conversation right in the beginning of term? We're having the conversation because it is important so that you will know, so that you will teach you, so that when you know now, you're going to teach your girl will know whether she needs to change her friends, whether she needs to change her circle, especially as she's going into a new academic session. Because you can't be more productive, you can't be more productive, you can't be more impactful than the circle of friends that you're working with. So that's why we're having the friend conversation. And see, don't even begin to think that it is not important. You would not know how important it is. All through this holiday, I've been in boot camps, teaching, and all of that. And one thing, yeah, I was reading a particular book with them through friendship. And one thing that has been is that in all of the questions that have been asked, the one question that girls keep asking over and over and over again is that, Aunt for me, oh, this is different. Oh, this is different. This is different. How should I be my friend? My friend is this. How can I stop being friends with this person? How I want this person to be friends with me? Everything, friend. So that is to tell you that friendship or friends is a big deal for your girl child. So you'll be kidding yourself, you'll be hiding your head under the sound, like the proverbial ostrich that puts its head in the sound. You'll be doing that if you keep saying to yourself that, oh, she's still, after all, she's young, after all, she's this, she's that. She doesn't really need friends. Yes, you'll be shocked. Your 8-year-old girl, your 7-year-old girl, your 10-year-old girl, not to talk of your 18, 14, 15, 16-year-old girl. They are all struggling with friendship issues, what I call the friendship issues. And out of the questions that have been asked the most in this holiday, trust me, the ones that have been repeated, the ones that have come repeatedly at me, is what your girls need to do around friendship. And now this is a new term, this is a new session, so that your girl and you will sit to evaluate, so that you can decide, okay, is it time to change friends? Is it time to look for new friends? What do I need to do? How am I guided so that this all important area of your girl's life is not left to chance? Yeah, so we're going to be talking about how to navigate lasting friendship with your teenage girl. Mark the choice of words, lasting friendship. How do you navigate it with your teenage girl? How do you make your teenage girl? How do you help her to form relationships, to form alliances that will last for life? That is the conversation of the day. All right. The number one thing you need to do when you're trying to help your teenage girl, it starts from you. Like it is being said over and over again, that parenting first starts from you. Parenting first starts from you. The same thing with friendship. it's gonna have to start from you. If you're gonna help your girl, you're gonna first help yourself. It is after you have helped yourself that you can begin to think of how to help your girl. So what do I mean? And that's gonna take me to the number one thing I'm gonna be talking about. Oh, and then which is that you have to deal with your friendship trauma. Please deal with it. Deal with your friendship trauma. Deal with your friendship trauma. How do I mean? So many of us growing up, the movies we watched, the experiences of our parents, most especially the movies we watched, and then life experiences, somebody's particular experience, it has rubbed off so much on us that that is the mentality that we carry as we grow. We are not even aware until we begin to have friends and then we begin to exhibit such tendencies. That's the kind of challenge growing up in this kind of settings does to one. So number one thing you need to do is you need to deal with your friendship trauma. Deal with your friendship trauma. How exactly do I mean? You need to, all of the biases you have in your mind, all of the prejudices you have in your mind, all of the myth you have in your mind about friendship, deal with them. And unfortunately, growing up, you see, the home videos, they've not helped us in that regard. I'm gonna be very, very sincere about it. They've not helped us. What you've just seen constantly growing up was two friends betraying each other, two friends backstabbing each other, two friends doing this to each other. And don't forget that these people, this entertainment world, the movies, the all of that, they are also an agent of socialization. So what has that done to us? It has given us a mindset already that is different from the original intent of what friendship should be. And that's how we grew up. So even as you're approaching friendship with caution in your mind. Just the same way people approach marriages with uh some people go into marriage and start thinking if it doesn't work, if it does, so there's like there's a plan B somewhere. Do you understand? So it is the same mind with which you are approaching friendship. It is trauma. It is your trauma response because of what you have seen over time, what people have said to you over time. Probably your mom has even sat you down. Some of us, we could be coming from that kind of a place. Our parents that sat us down and that told us stories of how their own friends betrayed them, how their own friends did this to them, how their own friends did that to them. And unconsciously, we've been programmed to think that friendship is all about betrayal. It's an unconscious programming, and it's we now carry that kind of version. And then that's why even when you now find yourself in relationships, you're not able to open up, you're not able to be vulnerable, you're not able to be open, you're not able to be free. And if you're in a relationship, whether friendship, whether marriage, any kind of ship, that you're not able to be vulnerable, you're not able to be open, you are better off being alone. So deal with your friendship trauma. I don't know what the experiences that you have had, whatever it is that you have had, please know that that was just a one-off experience. That is not the entire thing that friendship is all about. A friendship is not for betrayal. Friendship is not for a backstabbing. Friendships are not for bad mouthing. They're not for all of the negative things that you have experienced. You need to first of all deal with that. So if you need to tell yourself every day, friendships are not for that, you have to let it settle within you first before you're able to even. And unfortunately, very unfortunate, so many of us we started selling that same trauma story to our girls because your mother sat you down and then told you about how our friends or how our friend betrayed her, or because you watched the movie rather, how a friend collected the husband of a friend, or because somebody said something you were not even there. But all of that is programming you unknowingly. And so that when somebody even comes to want to be friends with you, you have some skepticism, you have some bias in your mind already without ever having tested and tried the person. That's trauma. That's friendship trauma. So deal with it. That's the first thing you need to do. If you must help your daughter, and you know what, you can say, Aunt for me. Sorry, my teenagers will come and to me. So you can say, Coach for me. This is not a big deal. After all, I don't have to have friends. You are lying to yourself. You are lying to yourself. You're deceiving yourself. If you keep thinking in that manner, as a matter of fact, that's your trauma speaking. That's not you. Those are the experiences that you have had speaking through you, making you think that you don't need friends. There is no one on the surface of the earth that does not need a friend. Even Job, in his down moment, you see, he had friends, even though they just happen to be the very funny friends telling him to deny God and all of that. So please, dear parents, Number one thing you need to do to help your teenager navigate the journey, this friendship that lasts. Don't forget the keyword last. Is you have to also first of all deal with your own friendship trauma. Whatever biases, whatever thing that you have heard about friendships, please, if you have to go back to study on friendships, if you have to go and study people that have had perfect, wonderful, not perfect now, wonderful friendships. If you have to go and study people that have great friendships, I have people that I study that they have amazing friendship, and I'm deliberately, intentionally working on that kind of thing. Because see, whether you like it or not, some of the legacies you will leave for your children will be friendships. So if you're gonna like it or not, if you're gonna take it, take it. If you don't take it, that's on you. Some of the legacies you're gonna leave, some people, some people have doors open onto them as a result of the friendships their parents had. Please go and find out. Go and find out how these wealthy men, go and find out how they form their associations. Go and find out how they're able to give transfer wealth, transfer all of the things that they transfer. One of it is through friendship. So you can't afford to be saying, I don't need friends. I can't make friends. I can't, a lot of it because of what has happened. So whatever that has happened to you, please go and deal with it. If it's a friend that disappointed you, if it's a friend that betrayed you, know that that's that person. That's not what friendship is about. Deal with your trauma first. That's the first thing you need to do. Deal with it. Everything that your parents have told you about friends. Growing up, I saw my mom's friends, to the point that my sisters and I used to make jest of my mom that you and these your friends, ever go happy, what do they call it now? Happy go lucky kind of thing. They have clubs together, they do things together, they contribute together, and then when somebody's daughter is getting married, all of them rally, and that was the example that was patterned for me. And I've seen my mom um go over and beyond for our friend. I've seen it. I've seen my mom do things for a friend that I'm wondering. So that is the experience that I had. That is what I had. But if that's not what you had, if what you had was your parents sitting you down and telling you that friends are bad, they even say things like, my Laurel, don't have friends. Please, that's trauma. That is not what friendship is about. Please, that is trauma. Anything that is negativizing friendship for you, anything that is keeping friendship in a bad spotlight, please know that it is trauma. That is not the real experience. So go and deal with it. So if it's a friend that misbehaves, that didn't know the value of friendship, forgive the person, let it go, and begin to have different mindset, different opinions about friends. They say, no, don't let. Some people say, it's so sad. It's very, very sad. So people go say things on social media like, oh, if you want to keep your home, don't let your husband and your friends be friends. I'm like, Jesus. And I'm like, where are we coming from? But the most amazing people that had friends, that had friendship work for them the most that I've seen, their friends and their spouses, they are all friends together. That's what I've seen. So when I see people say, no, if you to keep your partner, to keep your whatever, please don't let your friend know. Or and when we're in university, you begin to hear those kind of things too. Don't take your friend to the house of your fiance or whatever. That's terrible. That's a terrible experience. That is not what friendship is about. That is not what friendship is for. So whatever experience that you have had, I don't know, but so that you don't disempower your girl child, so that you don't make your girl child feel that is the normal thing, because your girl child is going to need friends to fulfill destiny. Please, if you are watching me live, please put in the comment section, you need friendship to fulfill destiny. That's the truth. As a matter of fact, when God wants your destiny to be quick, activated, to be fast, to be fulfilled fast, it brings you friends. That's what it does to you. So you can't begin to say to yourself that after all, I don't need friends, after all, so whoever has had a bad experience about friendship, that's it. It's just a one-off thing. That is not what friendship is about. So whatever it is, deal with your friendship trauma. Whatever. A friend that didn't treat you well, a friend that misjudged you, a friend that misunderstood you, whatever, please deal with it. For every people, I'm gonna go, as I'm going on, I'm gonna go back to the to stories that will validate what I've just said, that you need friends with your destiny. You do. There are people that will get there. So please deal with whatever trauma you have. Deal with whatever issues that you have that is making you think that friends are bad. And for women, it is sad. Friends, it is sad, because you see women talk together, blah blah blah, everybody's happy, and then the moment one turns, then the other, I don't know how we became like that, but I am never able. So is either I'm friends with you or I'm not friends with you. Well, if I'm going to be friends with you, I'm bringing my A game to the friendship. So please, It's disempowering to be thinking in that manner. Whatever friendship trauma you have, please deal with it so that you don't disempower your girl child. Your girl needs friends. Trust me. Your girl wants to do a purity journey. She can't do it alone. Trust me. Your girl wants to do a chastity journey. She can't do it alone. She needs friends that believe in the same things. She needs friends that they agree on the same thing. Your girl is tired. She wishes. She needs people to pray for her. You need friends. As I am, I have friends that fulfill different destiny. I mean, different purpose in my life. Trust me. If I need prayers, I know who to call. If I need to just rant, I know who to call. If I need this, I know who to call. So you don't say to me that I don't. I've had experiences. Whatever experience you've had, please jettison it, drop it somewhere, and move again. That is not what friendship is about. So please deal with your traumas. What is very important. If you don't deal with it, you're going to keep judging friendship on with the lens of bias. If you don't deal with your trauma, you keep judging friendship with the lens of bias. Don't forget what I said. You can put that in the comment section. If you don't deal with your friendship trauma, you keep judging friendship with the lens of bias. That will not help your girl child. The next thing you need to do is acknowledge your past in why what happened. If you had bad, I have, I think I've said it here a couple of times. I have never had bad friendship experiences. Never. Never, never. Even if it was bad, I will never get to know about it. So it's going to be on you. Because why? I am bringing my A game into that relationship with you. So whatever it is that has happened, please acknowledge your past. Acknowledge that maybe you didn't really look well. Maybe you didn't really understand. Maybe you didn't really know what friendship was about. Maybe you also went into the friendship with a certain mindset already. Maybe you went into the friendship with a kind of mind, a preconditioned mind that they told you, and then once anything happens, you're quick to say, oh, after all, they have said to me, friends are bad, don't keep friends. And all of those things. You can't keep saying to your friend that after what they have said to me, friends are bad, and then you keep saying to that person, that friendship will be ruined. It will be ruined. So acknowledge your part. Whatever it is that happened, acknowledge. Maybe it was your own mindset. Maybe it was your own the biases from your parents. Maybe it was the things that you'd watched in movies. It's so bad the way our what's it called, our Hollywood Yoruba would paints it. It's so bad to the point that they say a friend poisons a friend. That's not the kind of friendship that God intends for people to fulfill destiny. That was never the intention. So imagine if you have seen that so much, you're not gonna open yourself to the friendship, and then the other friend notices it, and then she begins to wonder, why is this person withdrawing? And then you begin to complain about that friendship because you already have skepticism, biases, and all of that. So please acknowledge that, maybe this friendship failed because what? Because of the things I had in my head. The way they lecture us, the way they said to couples to say, no, husband and wife, you are together, but just in case, have something have something in corner, or all of the things that they say that is not, really, really correct. But that's not the conversation for today. The conversation for today is how to help your teenage girl navigate friendships that last. So the second thing I said acknowledge your part, acknowledge that whatever it is that happened, it happened because of my issues too. That's it. It takes two people. So it's either because I have had issues that I wasn't able to resolve, or I entered the friendship with bias, or I entered the wrong friendship. That's a possibility. I mean, if your values don't align, what are you doing in that friendship? If it's not aligning, what are you doing in the friendship? Do you understand? So acknowledge it, then forgive yourself, and then ask, okay, can I move on? Can I move on to what it means to be in true friendship? Now, the next thing you need to do to help your teenage girl is you have to teach the seasonal nature of friendship. I think that is a big challenge that most of us have. Seasonal nature. Please put in the comment section. Friendships are seasonal. That's the truth. And I'm going to explain what I mean. Friendships are seasonal. Friendships are not for some. Friendship is for a season. Some is for a purpose. Some is for life. You need to know, you need to define. Let me give you an example. Growing up, we had family friends. No, we still have. We're still family friends. So we're good together, So we're good together. We're good together. Where everything is okay, and So at a point, the kids in that family, okay, then we became friends. We became very close. So because we're close now, so what happens is that we got to go through secondary school together. We got to go through and that was it. Then university, then we kind of lost touch. But while we were together as friends, when she was getting married, I went, and the me that I know is I go, if I call you my friend, trust me, you can go and rest. Trust me. If I say you are my friend, please go and sleep. Trust me, that's how I have groomed myself. That's the pictures, the lessons I learned from my mom about friendships. So I'm not able to, that kind of thing. I'm not able to do it. So but because if I have come to understand that friendships are seasonal, I'm trying to use this story to illustrate what I mean when I say friendships are seasonal. So you need to understand when particular friendship ends, so that you don't grieve, so that you're not sad, so that you don't say, oh, she has abandoned me, oh, she did. All of that, all of those things that girls say, they come to D and say, someone that's not heard about you from a very long time, doesn't know what you're doing, and the next thing she comes to him and say, you have forgotten me. You did not even. All of that will not be necessary. Understand, let your girls understand that friendships are seasonal. So this is my friend. I'm saying I was sharing a story. She's very dear to me. She sometimes she joins she joins our academy when we have these talks, and then she reaches out and say, oh sis, you're doing fantastic. We've not seen in 10 years. Yeah, 10 years. And then sometimes it's as though it now looks like a memory, a long ago memory to me. But I have come to understand that that is the end of that friendship. While I was in the university, I had flatmates. They were much older than I now am. They're my flatmates, so I was more or less the baby, so they were always say, okay, what are we going to eat, so they were more like big sister, big sister at the same time friend kind of thing, if you know what I mean. So what am I saying? So when we left university, she traveled. I tried to stay in touch, blah 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 blah. But you know what? It wasn't the way it was again, like what we're in the university. And I understood and I accepted. So I don't feel pain. I don't feel hurt. I don't feel, after all, now she has forgotten her. Or you are climbing up in the ladder of life, they have forgotten me. Where did you get all of that from? Please understand it. Your friendships are seasonal. There are some that is for a specific purpose and assignment. You need to know that as well. So when you know that, you begin to evaluate your friendship. You begin so that you don't begin to have beef with it. Who doesn't have beef for you? Some of us have friends like that. That because of life happens, a commitment, some are even going through a bad phase. We're not aware, we don't know. And because they have stopped being checking, blah blah blah, we begin to say, she has left me, she has abandoned. What do you mean she has abandoned you? You just understand that friendship was for that season of life. Now back to this, my friend I was saying about we were in secondary school together. So when things happened in my life, a couple of blah blah blah, and then she reached out, she said, "Oh, this, sis, this," and I brought that up to speed. So it's not what's the word now? There's nothing to be angry about. There's nothing to be resentful. That's the word. And you must understand that your friends are going to have other friends at one point in time or the other. So understand these things. So know when, and then the one you must also know that some friendships are forever. So you have to be able to demarcate these things, and you will know by the time their purposes run. When their purposes in your life is over, you're gonna know. You will know. Then you will part in the best of terms. So these, my friends, I'm talking to you about now. If I ever need something, or if they ever need something, all they need to do is drop me a DM. Then I run. That is it. But for that period of time, university, out of university, blah 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 blah, that season is over. So please teach your girls. So that, let me tell you why it's important to teach a girl. If you don't teach your girl, what's going to happen is that when her friends outgrow her, it does happen. It can happen to any of us. So when they outgrow her, she's going to be feeling resentful, feeling hurt, feeling heartbroken. There's no need for that. No, she has to understand that particular season is over. Then you move on. Then for the friends that will come to stay for life, you would know. By virtue of the things that you do together, the projects you execute together, you're going to know whether this is for life or this is a seasonal friendship. So please teach your girls. It's very important. Girls are very emotional. I told you, all the classes I took this boot camp, the most prevalent questions were questions on friendship. Trust me. And girls, how girls are wired. Once their girlfriend says jump, they ask how high. So you can't afford to leave that all important stuff hanging in the vacuum. You can't afford that for your girl child. That is too expensive. So please, you yourself understand it first. Then you teach it to your girl child. Friendships are seasonal. So some will end. It doesn't have to end on a note of rancor, on a note of acrimony, on a note of, and then all of the things that you did together while that friendship lasted. Can it be like that? Can it not be a subject for conversation for your next friend? Do you understand? So that it doesn't feel as though you're breaching the trust, you're breaching the confidentiality. So please teach your girls this thing. Let them understand, especially when they're in that 14, 15, 16. Everything that matters to them is friends. Trust me. Everything that, watch it. My friend said, 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 my friend said. So you need to guard that particular aspect of the life of your girl jealously. Guard it jealously. So please, friendships are seasonal. Let them understand when the season is over, and then they move. They let them to move. You know that thing they say about leaving the stage when the ovation is loud? Yeah. Some friendships will be like that. It has served its purpose, and then some will be for a lifetime. The ones that are for a lifetime, even you will know. As I have friends that that till rapture we're together. And I have friends I know that, see, okay, this is just for this particular phase. So it does not now mean that when they come calling, maybe they will require help, they require something, say, I know she was once my friend. Then after things, and then she left me. No, no, no. Be there's this thing I like to say. I say that I am a kind of friend that a never before experienced kind of friend. It is not bragging. It is not hyping. I'm a never experienced one kind of friend, a never experienced one kind of sister, a never experienced one kind of wife. That's what I say to my, because I know the capacity that I can bring to the table. So be that kind of person, so that whatever happens, so that when the friendship ends, when everything ends, they remember you. They remember your times together. That's what's going to matter eventually. So don't end friendships on a sore note. Don't, don't, don't ever end friendships on a sore note. Teach your girls to do the same. So if it ends, let them know that it will end. Let your girl know that it will end at one point or the other. Then the next thing you need to do is you need to teach the main essence of friendship. There's a reason for friendship. You can't just gonna be, let me use this story. When I changed my daughter's school, we moved cities, and I have to change her school. And then she said to me, "Mommy, I'm going to calm down." I said, "Good." Yes. And I said, "Why are we calming down?" "I want to watch first before I make friends." I said, "Okay." So you don't rush into friendship. I think that's the point. So that you don't rush out of it. Don't be in a rush. Don't, as I am. I've spent a whole year in a new place where I am. I can't say that I've had tangible friends like that. So my friends still remains people that I have known all over. People that I have known all over. So I'm taking my time. I'm not in a rush. In church, I see people trying to befriend me, but I watch because I know myself. I know what I can do. I know what I can. If I call you a friend, I know the capacity to, I know the length to which I can go. Because this is just how some of us are. So there's no point in rushing into something when I've not even come to understand. And I know what it means to be a friend. The book I love the most in the all of the Bible, aside from the New Testament, is the First and Second Samuel. I studied David and Jonathan, and I'm like, wow, wow, like, what is this? Like, what is this? What manner of friendship is this? Jonathan understood. Ha, yeah, yeah. Jonathan understood the assignment of friendship perfectly. So you need to teach them. Teach them to understand the main essence of friendship. And what is a friendship for? The Bible says that a friend, like a brother, is for the day of adversary. Come on. That's what your friend is for. Your friend is not for oh fine, there'll be good times when you pop champagne, pop all of the things. But most importantly, your friend is for adversary. Your friend is for giving strength. Your friend is for giving comfort. Your friend is for giving love, unquestioned, unalloyed, undivided, unadulterated. So let your girls understand what friendship is first for. So if it's for, oh, she's the most popular girl, she will come back heartbroken. Yeah, she will come back heartbroken. So let your girl understand what friendship is for. Let your girl understand the essence of friendship. When she does, then she will know who she will choose to be her friend. And all of this I've said about friendship, so many. The book of Proverbs is full of what friendship is about. I've just mentioned like 5 of them. First of all, it's for adversary. Your friendship, he said, that's what he says. It's just like a brother, And my current book that is gonna be published, and it will be put on Amazon and then seller very soon. So what I was talking about there, part of the stuff I said, that your sibling is for adversary. So now imagine imagine the scriptures equating your sibling to your friend. I don't know whether it makes sense to you. Meaning that if you play the friendship game right, friendship can be siblingship. Ah, yeah, yeah. If you play the sibling, please put that in the comment section. If you play the friendship game right, friendship can be siblingship. Yeah, That's why the Bible will say that your friend is like, just like a brother is born for the day of adversary. So if you play your friendship card right, friendship can be siblingship. I mean, what is this? Siblings go all out for each other, support each other, carry each other, strengthen each other, encourage each other. Meaning that if you play your games right in friendship, you can get that. You can achieve that. So teach your friends, teach your kids, your girls especially, so that, of course, we're talking about girls, but you need to know these things first for yourself before you're even able to teach your girls. So teach them the main essence of friendship. So a friendship is not for, like the friends of Job, the ones that will come to say to him that, hey, curse God and die. No. A friend will be like Jonathan. Have you seen Jonathan and David? Jonathan is, David is planning something. Let's not Jonathan hear of it. David is planning, I mean, Saul is planning something. Let not Jonathan hear of it. The moment Jonathan hears of it, David has heard of it. Have you seen that kind of bond? You know, some people, some crazy word people, they begin to insinuate that probably Jonathan and David, maybe they were wed, or, you know, all of those things, because they didn't understand what it meant to be friends. They didn't understand, they didn't have an understanding of it. So imagine, to the point that, you know, Saul got so exasperated. Saul got so angry. Are you crazy, this guy? This guy is gonna I mean, you know, as long as this guy is alive, you can never ascend the throne. Hiya. So that Jonathan did not mind. That's how powerful friendship is. You know, jokingly, I say about my friends. I say, when you become the CJ, you know, I just joke about, but you know what? That's literally what's gonna happen. So when you become the CJ, it's me and you that we're CJing together. It's like a joke. I'm just playing. Does that mean that I'm not gonna get serious with my life? Of course not. Does that mean that I'm not gonna go ahead with my life and fulfill my own dreams? Of course not. But what I mean is that the moment she becomes this, or whoever becomes this, I have also become that. So Jonathan was not even interested in kingship, in whatever. He was just interested in supporting David. Come on, teach your girls. Teach your girls. So all of the issues of she backstabbed me, can you now see why she backstabbed me, she front stabbed me, can never happen when your girls understand what true friendship is. Teach them. It's very important. Please teach them. Never assume. Don't take it for granted. Teach them the essence of friendship. What is it for? If you need to go back to scripture to teach them, please go back to it. So that when they are watching that, and let me put this right there. Please, to be all of that, for them to be looking for all of that, they must be willing to be all of that. The Bible says it. For if you want to have friends, show yourself friendly, be dependable, be reliable, go all out. Go all out. Go all out. Like, go. They'll call you silly, stupid. You know, a lot of times I've asked myself, am I silly? Am I silly? But I realized that no, I'm not silly. I just understand this game. So please teach your girls. So if you are for me, please be for me. Teach them. And don't forget, it is who you are that you attract. I hope you know. So if your girl is that kind of person, she's going to attract that. She's going to attract that. So please teach them, what is friendship about? What is friendship for? So it's not for Ashwebi. Do you not see why I have problem? As a matter of fact, I'm not sure. Let me not go into that conversation of Ashwebi today. I'm not even going to go there. So these things that we do, it is foolishness. So you think because you have won the same Ashwebi, then you are friends. Come on. Come on. They say there's a party, and then the one that's so silly these days, silly. Somebody's getting married or whatever, and then they create a WhatsApp group, and then they had everybody there just to buy a Ashwebi and say, they're my friend, they're my friend, they're my friend. And then you should not throw that word. Don't use that word anyhow. Don't use that. I don't use that word for everybody. Because the fact means that your circle can't be that wide. It can't be that wide. So please teach you, and go and study Jonathan and David again. So that when you can revamp your friendship game. Revamp it. You can revamp it. So that when you revamp it, you can teach your girls. I mean, it got to a point, Saul was so angry. This is the guy that he said he wanted to be king. But because of the way he was following his friend, you know, the way he just follow. You're wondering. Let me tell you a story about my coach. So my coach's best friend is way younger than her. My coach is close to 45, almost 50 there about. And then her friend is just going to be 40. Her best friend is just going to be 40. And then the way she follows this woman, you'll be thinking, I wish she has just done it. But because she understood what we're saying, she understood the assignment of friendship. And you know what? Like, if you see the things that they've achieved together, sometimes like, woo. So you need to understand, teach your girls. Learn it, then teach your girls. And to conclude the story of Saul, of course, you know that at a point, he almost killed his own son. He almost killed his son. So Jonathan was willing to die for his friend. Do you understand? That's as far as it gets. That's as far as it gets. Jonathan was willing. And even that Jonathan dodged. The Bible recorded that he dodged the javelin. As David was, as Saul, King Saul, threw the javelin, the guy dodged. But yet, he did not stop. Oh, he still went after his friend. He still went after his friend. He still went after his friend. How many times that David escaped death because Jonathan stood, stood in his calling and in his office as a friend. Teach your girls these things. Then the next thing, you need to teach genuine and model genuine and true friendship to them. Please, parents, please, women, this is our table. It is only women that I see. You call somebody your friend, before the person calls you, your phone is ringing. Yeah, I'm going to say it so that you can understand what I'm saying exactly. So your phone is ringing, and then you say to the person, you say to your friends, tell her I'm not at home. Why is she disturbing me? And you have just told your friend that you have just told your daughter that she's a friend. What have you passed? What have you passed? So you say she's your friend, and then you sit down, then you gossip her, you talk about her, you say all sort of things, and then when she calls, she says, "Oh, Remy, 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 Remy." What have you done? You are disempowering your girl child. That's what you're doing. If you do that, you are disempowering your girl child, because your girl child is going to think that that is what it means to be a friend. And really, is that what it means to be a friend? Model it. Model true friendship. Model genuine friendship. Model it. My daughter knows who my best friends are. She knows the people that have my back. She knows the people. I've said to her, if I ever run into trouble, if you reach this person, don't worry, you are in safe hands. And my daughter will never catch me gossip about anybody, not even not talk of somebody I call friend. So what you know, our people, they have a proverb. They said, whoever you have made a trusted ally, you can't begin to doubt the person. Then whoever you doubt, you can't ever make a trusted ally. So please, if you find yourself still talking behind the back of your friends, change those friends, meaning that you don't align. That's what it simply means. So if you ever find yourself talking at the back of people you call friends, please change them. Put it in the comment section today. If that's what you take out of this class, I am fine. If you ever find yourself talking behind the backs of people you call friends, change them. I'm telling you, that friendship can never be productive. It will be a friendship of competition, of jealousy, of, that's what it's going to be. I can't be your friend and then I'm talking behind your back. Never. No matter how difficult it is, I'm going to call you. Friends call each other. They call each other out, not on social media, not on status. All of these things that we do, all these, I don't know how it became that way. I don't know. So please, dear parents, model true and genuine friendship to your girl. Don't disempower your girl. Your girl needs friendship to fulfill destiny. And that's why I took time to tell about the story of David and Jonathan. David would have died a long time ago, if not for Jonathan. Eventually, I hope you know that Jonathan died. And when he died, do you see what happened to David? Yeah. And you now see what David did in return. He said, is there nobody in the house of Saul for my friend Jonathan's sake? Come on. These are things you should teach your girls. So if you ever find it, and I said it, if you ever find yourself talking behind the back of people you call friends, change them. Something is already wrong with that friendship. Something is already wrong. They're your friends, but yet when they want to call, when they want to call, you go, it's different when you say, hey, girlfriend, I'm tired and I need to sleep. That's different. But it's when you form this thing that's not there. When you now form eye service to your friends in the presence of your girls, you are disempowering them. Because what she's learning is that friendships is for high service. That's what she's learning. Or you have a carcass of friends. Two of you stay to discuss these two of them. Two of them stay to discuss two of them. I don't understand it. I'm confused, and Ayurata is confused too. She doesn't know. She doesn't understand what it is that you're doing. And those are the teachings that she's learning. And then she'll now go on Facebook. She'll now see, don't ever trust a friend. She now go on TikTok. She now see friends is the death of whatever. And she all of those things will now find that they are agent of socialization. So they will now form what she's basing her opinions on choosing friends on. She's gonna miss it. Because you know what? Don't forget what I said friends are for. Friends are for adversity. Friends are for lifting you up. When it gets so bad. I've got actually this last year, I have had times that all I've just done is just call a friend. You know that thing they say that program, that was it called? That program, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? They say call a friend or something. There are times that was the only thing I had left. Just call a friend. So if you were to call a friend, what are you going to call? Put in the comment section. If you were to call a friend, what are you going to call? Is it the friend that you have maligned with your mouth? Is it the friend that you secretly compete with? Is it the friend that you secretly are jealous of? Let's watch these things. So please, if you ever need to do that, if you ever need to talk behind them, they're your friends, change them. They won't help you. You won't help them as well. Please model true and genuine friendship to your girl. The next thing, because of our time, I don't want to overshoot. Unfortunately, because this class is so key, because girls, friends matter a lot in the lives of girls. Even we as women. You know the trend these days that women supporting women. Yeah, that's how important friends are. That's why I'm going all out. So the next thing, be genuinely concerned in their friendship choices. Don't assume. Don't assume. Be genuinely concerned in their friendship choices. Don't assume and don't accommodate. Please, how do I mean? If you see that your girl is working with people that you are not comfortable with, please don't accommodate it. Don't accommodate it, because they will influence your child. All of the work that you think you're doing, they will influence it and then they will change everything. Please never do it. So please be genuinely concerned in their friendship choice. And I've said to you, if your child is in high school, please tell your child to bring her friends home. It is very important. I didn't just say it because I wanted to say it. I said because that's how you get to know. You even get to know your own child more. You get to know your child more when they talk, when they discuss, when they say the things that they say. Just the other day, the girls said they're not even friends, they're just cousins, and they're talking. And then from talking, I even got to know more about my own daughter. So what are we saying? What are we saying? So please be deliberate, be intentional, know their friends, genuinely concerned. Don't just say, you say, who's your, some of you don't know, you don't know any friend of your daughter, you don't know. I know her friends since small. I know, because I want to know who is influencing my daughter. That is it though. You need to know who is influencing your daughter. Do you want to write that down? Is it that your daughter is being influenced, or your daughter is influencing somebody? Depending on whatever divide that you are. Some of us, we have done silly things that we regret because friends said to us to do it. Am I lying? If I'm lying, please tell me in the comment that I'm lying. We've done things that friends have told us. We've seen friends lure their friends to parties, to rape orgies, to all of the hopeless places that they go invest. Go to university, go and see what friends are doing to each other. So please don't assume. And I said don't accommodate. If you ever see something you're not comfortable with in your daughter's friends, please change them. Let her understand that you're not comfortable. Don't be afraid to make her feel bad. You're not ice cream. You're not. It's not every time that you will be ice cream to your daughter. There are times that you love her toughly. So be genuinely concerned in their friendship choices, please. So your daughter is all okay and everything, and then the friends she's making, she has chosen to make, and those are piercing their stomach, piercing everywhere. All of the funny things. Those are the ones that she has chosen because they're just her friend. No, please. The things they will tell her to rubbish every of your teaching. Go and check it. Go and check it, and come back and tell me that, coach, you have lied. Go and check it. Be genuinely interested in their friendship. Be genuinely interested in the choices of friendship. Don't assume. Don't accommodate. Today, ask them, your friends, who are they? Who are their parents? What do they teach them? I hope you know that some parents teach their children that it's okay to have sex before marriage, so that you can test the sexual prowess or the sexual strength of the partner that you want to marry. And for some of us, that has been the mistake that we made, and a lot of things that happen that shouldn't happen. And then your daughter has friends that are telling, that has friends that their parents are telling them that it's okay. So if that's okay for you, it's fine. It's okay. It's okay. So please don't assume. Don't assume. Know their friends. Know what their friends believe. Please do. Please do. If you don't, it will be a great disservice to your girl. She will get lost. May they now get lost. And don't forget, a friend is important for a girl. Girls are did you see that? Did you see that movie? I mean, it's a skit. I saw it. I saw it with the girls here. And then, it was a skit from Brain Jotter, and then how that other girls ostracized her. This one ostracized her, and she felt literally hopeless, terrible, as though the world had ended. That is how important, that's how powerful girls look for friendship. And then you want to just assume, you want to just accommodate. Please don't accommodate. You're not comfortable, let her know. Don't mince words. Because what you need is someone that will enhance the journey of your daughter, not someone that will pull down all of the hard work that you have been putting in. Not someone that they will get to university and then she friend will say, let's go clubbing day all day. Let's go and strip all day. After all, we're not prostituting. So please, don't accommodate. Then the next thing you must never do, teach the place of values in friendship. This is very important. Teach, and teach the place of values. Values. People that believe in the same thing that you do. Definitely, you can't be the only one that believe. There'll be other people like you. Keep saying it. Don't stop talking it. Don't stop talking it. Keep saying it. Keep saying it. Keep saying it. Keep saying it. Teach and see the value, the place of value, because it's very important. It's there in the scriptures. Can two people work together except they agree? Two can't work together except they agree. So teach them. Teach them that it is important. It is important. Look for like-minded folks. It makes your journey easier. You don't have to have friends that you want to convince that no, you don't have to convince your friends of doing the right things. If you find yourself convincing yourself, if you find yourself all the time always convincing your friends, your daughter finds herself convincing her friends to do the right things, they will drain her, they will weary her, they will drain her. They will drain her. They will weary her. If your daughter finds herself, all she does all the time is to convince her friends, no, let's not do this, let's not do that, it is wrong. She will be drained. She will be weary. You don't want that for your daughter. Rather, iron sharpeneth iron. Girls that believe in the same thing. Girls that will journey together. Girls that will encourage you that one is down, the other one lifts up. One wants to even fall. The other one is there to say, come on, babe, let's go. Let's keep moving. Let's keep moving. We're almost there. Not the one that will say, what is it? Every other person is doing it. It will get crazier. If you have a 10-year-old girl, in the next 5 years, it's going to get crazier. Trust me, watch it. Are you preparing for that? That's what I'm trying to do. Everything I'm trying to do now, I'm preparing. I'm preparing for that 15, 16, 17, because it will get crazier. If it is like this now, imagine 15 years. I mean, when your daughter is 15. If your daughter is 15 now, imagine when she's 20. Girls in universities, they are harvesting their own organs. In my parenting community, we're discussing this, and then coach was saying that when she first started talking about these things, people didn't take her serious, but now it's a trend. All those schools, all those federal schools, state schools, private schools, they are harvesting their organs. How do you think it's spreading? Answer me. How do you think it's spreading? One girl will say to the other, no, there's no big deal. After all, it's just to remove your eggs. And then when I went to go and read about the effect of organ egg harvesting. I shook. I shake. I shaking. Which one is it? So, if your daughter has friends that she constantly has to convince to do what is right, please check it. Teach to make friends based on values. To make friends. I don't have to ask anyway, but for your teenage, you will struggle. You don't have to you don't have to be under that pressure of conforming. She doesn't have to be under that pressure. And when I say put your girls in communities, put your girl in communities, register them at the girls' hub, register them at Twitter, register them there, put them. This is for the reason. Are we taking it seriously? The next thing, know their choices in friendship and invite them over. I've said this, I've not stressed it too much. Know your friends, your daughter's friends know your daughter's choices in friendship. Some of them are very because they let me tell you something about girls. Because they like to test you. They know that you will not accept. This one you never accept it. I think I shared the story of when my daughter was putting stickings in her hand and I saw that she was trying to imitate tattoo and the rest. So they know what you will not accept. They know, but they will not want to test it via something. They say, something's mommy accepted this. They're trying to whine you. Please don't fall for it. So that's why I said, know their choices in friendship. So if the kind of friend they are keeping is the one that is manipulating your own mother at home, you should know that your child has to sever ties with that kind of friend. Know their choice. So that you know where their allegiances really lie. Because maybe she's not doing it because she knows that she cannot do it. But don't forget, she'll soon be 18, she'll soon be 19, she'll soon be 20. I have seen a teenager that said to me, "Aunt for me, I can't wait to be 18." I said, "Why?" So that I can be free to express myself. I said, "What is the expression?" When she told me, I did like this. I became humble. I became humble. So know their choices. Know their choices in friendship. It will tell you their mind though. So if you don't know their friends, how are you going to know their choices in friendship? If you don't know their friend, go to their school, invite their friends over. Holiday has gone. It's over. How many of their friends did you meet? As from high school, please let your girls bring their friends home. I told you about the story of how that I had high school friends, and they were my friends up until, and then that season was over. So know the choices in friendship. Invite them over. The next thing you want to do, teach consequences of bad friendship choice. Please teach it. As young as my daughter is, she understands that for everything she's doing is a choice. For every choice, there's a consequence. Please teach it. Don't assume. Don't, so that when it happens, they'll not say, "Ah, nobody told me. Oh. I wasn't told. I wasn't told. Nobody told us. Nobody told us." Bad friends, teach what is the consequence. Girls had gotten killed, girls had gotten used for rituals, girls had gotten girls, all manner of things that happen. Girls had, a matter of fact, if you want to, I was, I was in our community, the team mentorship community, and then we're sharing statistics of girls that gotten raped because their friends invited them over to go to a place. So it happened, it's been happening. No one will say, let your girls choose friends wisely. This is the reason. So if they don't choose wisely, the Bible says that a wise man sees a pit from afar, he dodges it. But a foolish man, he goes, bounce, he enters the ditch. Let your girl know. Let your girl know that there's a consequence for following the wrong friends. Let her understand this. As long as your girl is 9, 10, 11, she's able to understand. She's able to know. So it will not be as though, you have before you this day. This is life. This is death. Teach it. If you have practical stories, use it to teach. Scriptural stories, use it to teach. Do you remember Dinah? Who remembers Dinah? Please remember Dinah in the Bible. Please, sorry, it's not a Bible study, but in friendship, I had to go to the scriptures. I had to go to my personal experiences. I had to go to a lot of things to bring this class. Please, who remembers the story of Dinah? If you remember, please put in the comment section. Please put it. Who remembers the story of Dinah? Who remembers? If you remember, Dinah was Jacob's only daughter. She was the only daughter. And then she wanted to go and check her friends in the land where they told them, don't make friends here, don't make friends here, don't marry here, don't do anything here. Somehow, Dinah refused. Somehow she refused. And then the only day she went to visit, that was the day she was defiled. That was the day she got raped. And that changed the trajectory of her life forever. Because I never heard about Dinah again. They arranged the marriage, really. His brothers arranged the marriage with the guy that raped her, blah, blah, blah. It was just a trap. And then they went there. There was a serious massacre. Blood flew on the ground. Why? Because a girl will follow a bad friend. Teach your girls these things. Don't assume it, though. If they have to role play Dinah, let them role play Dinah. In the boot camp that my daughter just concluded, they role-played Bible characters. Why? It is so that it can resonate in their head. It is so that it will be there in their head, guiding them. I said something. I put something on my status. I said, don't get tired of your daughters. When it looks as though they are not complying, don't get tired. Sometimes I want to get tired too. I want to be like, it's as though as you're taking one step forward, you're taking 3 steps backward. But don't get tired. You can't get tired. You have to man the gate. You have to stay at the gate of the destiny of your daughter. Stay there. Please, stay there. Stay there. You can't leave. So teach the consequences of bad friends. Dinah made that one singular mistake. Nobody ever heard of her again. Imagine the only girl of Jacob. The only girl. Then we don't know what happened to her again. At least there was no report of her again throughout scriptures. I don't know if I have Bible scholars there. Let them say to me what has happened. Because I didn't see. That was the last I heard. Don't make friends. Don't go with them. And then she went. The only day she went, her life never remained the same. Teach your girls. teach your girls the consequences of bad friendship choice. The consequences of bad friendship choices. Girls university, what is happening to them? Some of them will never come home to come and say things that their friends, that terrible friends that lure them into. How did they get into that kind of terrible friendship? How can you get into it? How can your daughter get into a terrible friendship in the first place? Are you not manning the gates? Man the gates physically, man the gates spiritually, man it, just man it. Stay there, stay there. That's your assignment. That's your assignment. That's your assignment. Man it. What are you doing? What are you doing? Except, there's something that I had a long time ago from my pastor. He says, when you know the kind of the identity of the child on your hands, you won't do that child anyhow. I never forgot that. It wasn't even my words. He says, when you know the identity of the child on your hands. So my question, have you come to understand the identity of the child you are carrying? Do you understand it? So if you understand it, you will know that you cannot allow her to have wrong friends. You will not allow her to have, because it will alter her destiny. It will. It must. It's not prayer. It's not curse. It must alter her destiny. So dear parents, do you know? Have you even found out? Have you even found out? Moses' mother. The Bible said that I'm not. It's not a Bible study. I'm sorry. I don't know why I'm just making reference to the Bible today. Please forgive me. But the mother said, the Bible said, Jochebed observed that this child, there was something about the child. There was something about the child. Have you seen that something about your own child? If you have not seen, go back and see. So that when you see that something about your own child, it will not begin to shape your mindset. So you know that you will not begin to, you will know that you can't just allow every Dick and Harry into the gate of the destiny of the life of your daughter. Please, man the gate of your daughter's life. Man it. Stay there. Kakaraka, don't move. Don't shake. Finally, teach that friendship is eternal. That's it. A friend sticks closer than brother. Jonathan and David, they were all through till Jonathan died. And when Jonathan died, I think, is it eternal I think I should put transgenerational. I changed that to read, teach that friendship is transgenerational. Friendship is transgenerational. Hence the need for caution. I already know friends that will do life together. I know friends that our times together had come to an end. I think I already shared a bit about that. People that our time together has come to an end. I know friends that no matter what happens, I can call them. They can call me. And then the only last thing I'm going to say to you, what kind of a friend are you to your friend? Go back home with that reflection. What friend is your child, your girl child, seeing in you? So that she will learn, so that she will pick the right lessons. My mom, I I know the kind of friend rather, that my mom is to her friends. My mom is the kind of woman that goes all out for her friends. All out. What I mean all out. All out. All out. She goes all out. And all her friends. And she's everybody wants to be my mother's friends. Everybody wants to be my mother's friends. Everybody. My mother has kept friendship of over 40 years. My mother has kept friendship of over 45 years. So, my question, my challenge to you, when your friends remember you, what comes to their hearts? That will score you, and then that will teach you, that will let you know what you need to do. Don't be a fair weather friend, please. Don't be a fair weather friend. Be a friend that people don't want to lose. Can you put that in the comment section? I want to be a friend that people don't want to lose, because they know your relevance, they know your heart, they know your love, they know how you push people to success. And don't think that when you're pushing your friend to success, you're failing. You're not failing. Come on, you're not failing. When you're pushing your friend to success, you're not failing. You're just making the door of success wider. So can we begin to change the narrative as women? All of the things that they have told us, home videos have told us, our parents have told us, even ourselves, to the mistake that we have made. Can we begin to change that narrative and begin to see friendship for what it truly is? Don't forget that scripture I gave you. It's the Proverbs 17:17. Your friend is for adversary. It doesn't mean that your friend will not be the one to bring adversary to your life. No, it means that your friend is the one that will help you in terms of adversary. If you were to call someone, do you have anybody to call? Apostle Joshua Selman said something. He said, he said you have failed, or your something about your life being funny. If in the day of adversity, there's no one to call. In the day that where you're tired and weary, there's no one to call. So first of all, don't forget, be that friend first. That is the kind of friend I want to be. The one that my friend can go and sleep. And don't forget what another thing I said. I said if you play the friendship game right, it can turn to siblingship. And that's what the Bible says, that your friend, just like your brother, is for the day of anniversary. When we read the scriptures, let us read it with open mind, for us to really understand what God is trying to communicate. And don't forget, finally, I will not exceed our time. Don't forget, friendship is important for your girl, so you better get it right. That will be the last thing. If you can hear me, put in the comment section. Friendship is important for your girl, so you need to get it right. You need to get it right. I mentioned 10 things. I said, number one, deal with your friendship trauma. Acknowledge your part in why what happened has happened. Teach the seasonal nature of friendship. Teach the main essence of friendship. Model genuine and true friendship to them. Be genuinely concerned in their friendship choices. Never assume or accommodate what you're not comfortable with. Don't accommodate it. Teach the place of values in friendship. Know their choices in friendship and invite them over. Teach consequences of bad friendship. Don't forget Dinah. I mentioned the story of Dinah for a reason. Then teach that friendship is transgenerational, hence the need for caution. I hope that you have learned. Don't forget, my upcoming book will be on seller and on Amazon soon. And I'm informing you ahead so that you can get it for your girl child. Don't forget, if it's about girl, my hand, my leg, everything is in there. My name is Funmilola Williams. Thank you for joining me. I don't take it for granted. Please tell your friends. Let's grow this community. Let's grow it. Let's grow it. Let's grow it. There's a teen coach that talks to parents about their girls. Let them subscribe to our channel, let them like, let them comment, then let them bring their girls on board to Twitter Academy. If you have a girl from age 18, from age 8 to 18, then the academy is for them. I'll be here again next week. Gospel in our lives. I don't take your time for granted. I don't take it for granted. I will not exceed that 1 hour. 1 hour, 1 minute. Thank you for being here. And then I am rooting for you. Thank you and bye-bye.